Hello Gemini, welcome to your mid-March reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. Now, as always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that resonate and leave the rest behind. A little disclaimer, there is construction happening, so you will hear hammering and drilling. And I sound like this because I've been nursing a really bad flu for the last 1 week. But I didn't want to, postpone your readings. All right, let's start off with a few oracle cards and then we will move on to your tarot. We have conjunction. Nice. We have Jupiter conjuncting Mercury in Pisces on the 21st. And I think on the 12th, Venus and Mars conjuncted in Aquarius. I'm not certain, but yeah, we will see. Let's get you a wisdom of the oracle. Clean it up. 21 and 51, 3 and 6. Nice. Excuse me. Finally, let's get you a monology. Weird energy. Okay, we have attend to the details. Last quarter moon in Virgo. This is very 8 of Pentacles energy right here. Okay, let's talk about this real quick before we move on. Conjunction. Now this talks about, well, an alliance, a partnership. When two planets conjunct each other, they bring out the best in each other. They help each other. They kind of, whatever one planet's energy is lacking, the other one makes up for it. So I feel like whether this is in work or in love, you may be attracting a partner who helps make up for whatever it is that you are lacking, and vice versa. And this partnership could, it may start off slow, but I feel like it will progress. And like I was mentioning, Venus and Mars did conjunct in Aquarius on the 12th, and Venus being a feminine energy and Mars being the divine masculine energy. We have both within us, by the way. This could very well deal with relationships. So I feel like even with Jupiter conjuncting Mercury in Pisces, this can talk about a lot of luck and expansion coming about for you. And this can happen at a very deep soul level almost, because we're in Pisces season, at least while I'm recording. So it might not present itself so readily in the 3D, but I feel like there is a connection that is coming about which has already started manifesting in the 5D, if that makes sense. Then we have clean it up, number 21. This talks about getting to the core of a situation. It talks about freeing yourself from a burden and sweeping away what is no longer needed. And I feel like sometimes we get so bogged down with emotional gunk that we can't think straight. This is almost like post 10 of Swords energy for me. It talks about decluttering. It could talk about physically spring cleaning, decluttering your home and your closets. It could talk about delegating. Maybe you're taking on too much work. Maybe you're overwhelmed. So I feel like now would be a great time to free yourself by energetically, metaphorically, or literally cleaning your house. So make room for miracles that could be lining up for you, because when we have too much on our plate, we block our blessings. And attend to the details. Last quarter moon in Virgo. This is very un-Virgo like energy, because Virgo in general likes to look at the details, likes to take on too much, likes to take on energy that is not even their own. You know what I mean? So I feel like there is a balance that needs to be struck here, and I like how we have alliance. This could mean that if you have been overburdened, there could be an energy coming in for you that could help balance the scales, so you can free up your mind and your time a little bit. Let's see. Let's move on to your tarot. I'm not looking at love or career in particular. We will just see what pops up, and I never force a message. So if this reading doesn't resonate, click off and maybe look at your rising or your Venus or even your moon sign. All right. Ace of Swords. Nice. You remember I said clean it up is post 10 of Swords energy. What comes after the 10 of Swords? The Ace of Swords. Pretty cohesive. I like that. The Sun. Beautiful. Nice. Whenever a planet conjuncts the Sun, its energy gets magnified. So I feel like whoever it is you're connecting with, like I said earlier, they're bringing out the best in you. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. 4 of Swords. Okay. 6 of Swords. Strength. Okay, I'm going to skim over these real quick before I clarify. With the Ace of Swords, there is some kind of clarity coming in, and I'm literally getting this for a few of you. So I did this the other day. Okay, I had probably like 16,000 pictures in my phone, and I had to clean it up because there was no space for me to record more videos for you guys. And I went back almost 3 years, right? And I started looking at old photographs, and I realized there's no place for them in my life anymore. Not in a bitter way, but they just don't mean anything to me anymore. You know, at one time they meant so much that I had to take a picture of it, whether it was a person, a relationship, or it was, you know, just something pretty that I saw. So that's what I'm getting for a few of you. I'm getting that some of you really need to clean up your phones. And what happens is when we clean up, let's say even physically, we clean up our rooms, clean up our houses, it gives us more space to breathe. And I'm sure you guys have felt this. And there is a reason spring cleaning is a thing. We are in Pisces season, right? And Pisces season is the last season in the astrological year. It's the 12th sign of the zodiac. And we start Aries season on the 20th, which is when we have the spring or the vernal equinox, which is a reset, it's a restart. So if you've been feeling down and out, you've been feeling like you just want to be by yourself, I feel like it's that burden almost, and the lessons that you've accumulated over the last 12 months. People think January is the start to the new year. For me, it most definitely is the end of Pisces and the beginning of Aries season. So there is some kind of clarity coming in for you once you clean it up, whatever this is. And it's beautiful that you have the Sun right next to it. The Sun talks about growth. And I'm getting that visual of, let's say there's a garden bed and it is full of weeds. And you've planted a couple of seeds of flowers, let's say, right? The weeds are sucking up all the nutrition in the soil. They're sucking up all the water that you're putting into that bed. And enough nutrition is not going into the seed that you have planted. You do need to weed out that garden. You need to let sunlight hit your seedling for it to grow. Whatever new ideas and thoughts that you are planting out into the universe, once you remove energetic nonsense from your life, is when you can start seeing your ideas and your relationships blossoming. I'm also getting, okay, I don't spend so much time on like just 2 cards, but I'm feeling the need to tell you this. When we surround ourselves with certain people who could be sapping us of our energy, emotional vampires, so to speak, we give too much of our power away. We feel exhausted by the end of it, and we can't give to the right people because we've spent so much time giving to the wrong ones. You know, a lot of weeding out needs to be done. Clean it up could not be more appropriate right now for you. We have the 7 of Pentacles. This is, again, a lot of, I'm getting so many gardening metaphors here, it's ridiculous. The 7 of Pentacles is an energy of having invested time, energy, money, resources into something and waiting to reap the results. So if you have been facing blockages, whether this is in work or in love, I feel like it's because the environment that you are in right now may not be the best for growth. There is something that needs to be removed. Let's say you are in a particular job, all right, and you're waiting for your income to start growing. I feel like your environment is such where it is stunting your growth. You are not being able to reach your highest potential. And the same comes to love. If, let's say, you've been giving too much to the wrong person, your heart will never be full, because the person will not have the ability to fill that cup. You know what I mean? We will see. With the Four of Swords, there is some kind of healing that needs to take place here, or already is taking place. The Ace of Swords comes about, I'm getting that energy of, let's say, when you disconnect from the outside world and you go deep within yourself. Some people call it meditating. It could, for you, just could be spending some time by yourself. It's almost like you quieten the chaos, you know, and that's when epiphanies come about. That's when, because you're only listening to yourself, you're drowning out the outside noise. I truly believe us being the most highly evolved computers on the planet, we don't need Google, we don't need gurus, we don't need anything. We don't need anybody for validation. We don't need anybody who can give us answers. They're all deep within. Think of how many, I don't know if you guys believe in reincarnation, but think of how many lifetimes your soul has seen. Think of all the wisdom that already resides deep within your soul. You just need to know how to access it. The only way you can access that wisdom is by keeping your mind quiet, by decluttering. Okay? With the Six of Swords, for some of you, this could mean either a spiritual retreat, it could mean just taking out time, going on a solo vacation and just disconnecting. For a few of you, it could literally mean moving on to calmer waters within a particular relationship, or if there's been conflict or chaos in the workplace, I feel like things are going to start calming down for you, especially since we have it right under Alliance. Then we have the Strength card, Leo energy. This talks about having unconditional love for self. It can also talk about holding back. I feel like some of you have finally realized that you've been investing in the wrong place. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This could very well relate to your finances, but I do have a feeling that this relates to some kind of partnership. Realizing that you need to take a step back. Okay, let's get a few more cards. Okay, we have the Tower. I love this. All right. The Tower is not a soft energy. It is a shake-up. It is a massive shake-up that comes about when your foundation is unstable to start with. If you're building a castle on sand, it will get washed away. This is that washing away. It is that destruction of something that isn't the best for you. And the Ace of Swords comes about right after a Tower moment. Because in the original Rider-Waite, if you're familiar with it, the bolt of lightning is striking the crown of the tower. It's blasting it open. It's almost like your crown and your third eye chakras open up and there is this sudden enlightenment, almost, right? And if you're familiar with the animal deck, the Four of Swords represents a lamb who is sitting in isolation, but his third eye is glowing. It's bright. I'm getting a lot of energy of you having to be by yourself. Gemini, you're a very social sign, okay? You guys are ruled by Mercury and you thrive in clear communication and conversations and, you know, just intermingling with other energies. And I love that about you guys. I mean, my Venus and Mercury are both in Gemini, so I get this. Sorry, I dropped a couple of cards. But sometimes I feel like when you interact with too many people, you take on their energy and you almost, it's like your soul craves that peace of mind in order to be able to think for itself. So something has transpired here. Something did come to an end for you. I don't know if this was in your love life or in your career, but way too many cards, but we'll take them. We have the Page of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands, And we have the Queen of Wands. With the Page of Cups here, I feel like since we have the Six of Swords as well, there may be an apology that is due. And it may be an apology from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Since we have the Tower card, I feel like something may have transpired that shocked you. This wasn't something that you did, I think it was done to you. Whether it was a breakup or it was someone losing a job, I feel that there is an apology coming in. It might not be as deep as you would expect. The Page of Cups is a diluted energy, and the Queen of Wands is somebody who operates more from a place of ego than the heart. But I feel that it's going to make you happy. I feel like it'll be enough for you to realize that you can finally bring closure to this, if that is something that you're desiring. We do have the Eight of Wands here, and with the Eight of Wands and the Strength card, I feel for some of you this could again represent travel, or very well it could just represent communication. We have the Lovers right at the bottom, so if, and the Chariot, my goodness, if this is an energy coming back from the past, I feel like there is a realization from their end. We have your energy here, Gemini, we have Cancer, and we have Leo. I feel that whoever this person is, the Tower moment not only shook up your foundation, it shook up theirs as well. And they may be coming back in to form or reform an alliance. I don't think this is a future energy, because the Page of Cups is giving me serious apology vibes. And the Six of Swords again. So I feel like a little bit of healing is required, probably from both sides, but I would expect communication. It may start off very slow, but then it speeds up. Eight of Wands and the Chariot coming together. It could also mean for some of you someone coming in from a distance to see you, or vice versa. But I'm constantly looking at attend to the details. I am going to get one more card for this because it's throwing me off a little bit. I don't know why I am getting that you need to make sure that the person coming in to speak to you has the right intentions. I'm just going to do that. The Moon. Yeah, exactly what I thought. There is still something that is hidden. We have the Sun and the Moon together. The Queen of Wands is catching my eye again. And I am getting the feeling that this person could be putting on a facade. There is a lot more under the depths that could be hidden. This is Pisces energy. Attend to the details of whatever this alliance is. Don't take anything at face value. Okay, I am not saying that this person has ill intent towards you. Make sure this person has realized whatever has happened here, if you know what I mean. Don't brush things under the rug. Clean it up doesn't mean brushing things under the rug. Okay, this could mean cleaning up your relationship after dealing with whatever it is that transpired, and not ignoring it. Ignorance can be bliss, but then again, it can also be stupid, right? So I do see an alliance forming. Just make sure you go about it the right way. Make sure you ask the right questions, and make sure you go about it in a balanced way, with your head and your heart balanced. Now I do have these tea leaves, impossible to shuffle, so I'm just gonna do that. We have Jug, light-hearted, carefree time. I like that for you. I feel like after everything that you've been through with that Tower moment, this is something that you deserve. So go out with your friends, have a good time. We have July. Nice. We have Cancer energy right here. So you could be either on the Gemini Cancer cusp, or you could be dealing with a Cancerian, or you may expect some kind of transformation to happen for the better in July. All right, let's get a couple more. We have Eagle, triumph over troubles, obstacles. Nice. This is almost Ace of Swords energy for me. It is realizing that everything you've been through, you can overcome it. You can clean it up. So I would expect the clouds to part. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. I mean, Okay, well, like I said, we have masculine and feminine within us. But some of you could be dealing with a romantic partner who is a man, or you could be dealing with, let's say, a male boss. But at the bottom of the deck, we have bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. If you're waiting for communication from a man, I see it coming about for you. All right. And that's all I have for you, Gemini. I hope this helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.